So we're going to continue directly from here, and this is our drawn liquidity, this high, and then finally this one, because this is our external drawn liquidity. Just as I've explained, you can see how prices were expecting this bully PD rallies after gifting shift to the after shifting structure from there. This beautiful reaction, strict change in state of delivery. All right, and we're having price come up back to the original high that created this low, which was supposed to be something like that. It's just internal range liquidity we're having here. All right, so we are bullish on the daily and on the weekly time frame as well. You can also see how the weekly is faring after reacting to this other block and then closing above, retesting it, and expanding higher. So for now, we are strictly bullish, and this can be our closest drawn liquidity. From that one, this is the major liquidity. This is our major drawn liquidity that we are targeting. Okay, so let's see. Maybe for this one, we'll be taking partials as day traders. So by the end of this is the end of today, and what are we going to be doing? There'll be wait for price to do what to trade, give us a low for the day, and then we do what we expect it to expand higher, right? So that's just basically it, because from the close of this candle, it doesn't look like candle that will be dropping before even taking out this first liquidity here. So we go down to the lower time frame and then we'll see how the structure looks like. All right, so 30 minutes, we've broken that high. We've not properly retested yet, which means we have this fair value gap right here. We have not filled it. It will be good if price at least comes back to this fair value gap after taking the high of this candle. If we come back to take the low of it here, then we can have this move to the upside. Also, the 1 hour time frame, we have that expansion with this fair value gap, which is also aligning with that of the 30 minutes. And the 4 hour, which is this one, price is close above this candle. So this fair value gap here is going to be left open. So for now, let's see what happens. Remember, we are bullish and this is our primary target for now. So let's see what happens. Okay, looks like we are into the fair value gap or slightly great equal lows. I think that's equal lows, but fair value gap was filled on the 4 hour. Let's see what happens. Maybe you get a good feel. Okay, so the next day has opened and now we are trying to create the low of the day. And good on the 4 hour time frame, we've been able to create a fair value gap on the 4 hour time frame. So hopefully price feels it, and then we can have a 4 hour key level to watch out for, and yeah, to take our longs, right? Okay, so let's see if 4 hour gets to fill that fair value gap. Okay, it looks like we did not still feel it. Looks like we created like multiple equal lows here. It's dangerous. At this point, it's hard for me to take a buy right now, even with this expansion here. It's really tricky, unless maybe price closes above this high. With such momentum, we'll start to think of it. But for now, with this too much liquidity created here, it's not good. Mm. So much liquidity build up in that area. I don't know what this is all about. Are we going to take that low before we expand to the upside? Okay. And boom, we are This is crazy. Good. That's it. So we finally feel the fair gap. This guy had to play a lot with us before filling the fair gap. So now we just want our displacement back to the upside. It's very good to always stick to what you are seeing. Like we had so many liquidity, so many equal lows right here. So price generates a lot of liquidity. Uh, we also have this area, which we can say is another block. I don't know if price will want to come down to it. Still, it's possible, but if it does, we still need, all we need now is a confirmation because we are already on a key level and we have also even touched this down close candle already. So wherever we have a key reversal signal here of displacement, we're going to be going in for a buy to target that high. So let's see what happens. Primarily for now, this is how we expect the displacement above that high first. Good. So 4 hour, nice rejection from this area. Okay, all right. So we took out the high of this guy, came down, took out the low again. So at this point, both buyers and sellers have been liquidated. So we can look to get our longs probably from the open of that candle like that. Target is low. Yeah, something like that. How many people will be buying with me on this trade? Who's going to be buying? If you're going to take this buy, you put 1 on the chart. If you're not, put 0. If you're going to take this buy, put 1 on the chart. If not, you put 0. Let's go, let's go, let's go. If you're not buying, you put 1. If you're buying, you put 0. All right, I see a good number of people buying. Let's go. It's a good displacement we are into the upside. Still, we don't know if it's gonna play out or not, but we just leave our stops a few pips below that low. That's about a ratio of 2.5. I think price has traded below the opening price, and now we are trading back above the opening price, which looks good. 4 hour rejecting off from this key level as well, which is this fair value gap, and 30-minute giving us a displacement, and this high as well also tested. So, and we've had little double manipulation here. Price took out the high to the low. Everyone manipulated. So let's see if we're going to have that expansion now. Nice, nice, nice. Good, 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 good. And we are up to TP. Let's see if they're pulling back. Okay, good. That was a very beautiful expansion there. I think everything here went well, and a lot of patience we had, which was really good because some people with this expansion here, they would have started engaging without waiting for these lows to be taken out and without allowing the higher time frame to even test a key level, because from there, from this point, we were still having this fair value gap on field. So many people started buying from this candle and stuff like that. So I think patience here, it was a very good entry, right? After that displacement. Now, another person would have said, okay, why did we wait for price to come back to this other block? Like you see, price went up without coming back. What happens is that when there's too much volume in such a situation where price liquidates both buyers and sellers, the market will hardly retest such other blocks unless we go right up to drone liquidity and then maybe later in the future we come back and stuff like that. But think on the lower time frame, if you're needing a little pullback, probably we might have seen one. Let's check 10 to 15 minutes. On the 15 minutes, still we do not have anything like a pullback unless this one here, which would have then been where you could have taken your buy. All right, you could have been taking your buy then from here, which is also testing this breaker here. This breaker that would have been where you could have taken your buy, but then yeah, you could have been taking a buy from that breaker, something like that, and you target higher prices. So that is our entry for today, and that trade was 2.5. All right, so we have taken the first major draw liquidity. We still have a couple more to go ahead. Still have a couple more to go, which is this one. So we're targeting it while looking at time frames to also see what is happening. So now, what do we have here now? What do we have here now? If you look closely on the 4-hour time frame, we have a fair value gap here, okay, which also aligns with our 30-minute, 1 hour. So if you get a pullback, you can, if you want to continue buying to see if price comes up to this next draw liquidity. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have taken out this high. Okay, no clear pullback yet. Your daily is now also forming a fair value gap here. So later on, we might want to see price drop back down to take out this low here, which is a fair value gap on the daily, which is also lining with the fair value gap on the 4-hour time frame. So we can have that guy waiting right there for us. Let's see. We don't have any reason to take any trade here for now, right? You can see price action in the 1 hour not giving, 4-hour not giving. The 4-hour, we've taken the high of this candle, and I think price will be coming for the low. Okay, we took the low of this one to the high of this one. And then let's see. I don't want us to be looking at sales for now, okay? Because this trade, I don't want us to be looking for sales. If not, I'll be looking to short this guy from here. I'll looking to short that high from there back to this fair value gap. Back to the 4-hour fair value gap, but that 6-0 ratio is not good. And I don't want to be targeting too much lows without seeing the close of the daily. So I don't want us to be selling this kind of a bullish market. Oh, it's okay now. Can you hear me now? Can we continue? Okay. All right. So I was saying that we have now a new daily candle, and this one has closed below. Right. So there's potential for a pullback trade, right? So there's a potential for a pullback trade. So in this case, we might want to see this one create a high somewhere and then pull back down to this fair value gap. They're looking at 4 hour, the 1 hour time frame. We have a beautiful other block here, and the other block aligns with this 30-minute other block here. Maybe if price pulls back up to this area, gives us an entry, we can now sell to target this. Why were we not selling here yet? Because we needed to see how this daily will close. All right. We needed to see when how the 4 hour will close to give us signs for a pullback. If not, what if this daily candle close so heavily bullish here? Would have been expecting the next one to go right up to the draw on liquidity. But when you see we've closed now like this and we have now a fair value gap here, so we can now start thinking of maybe a pullback, right? So let's just say price pulls back up to this area, we can look for sales to target that fair value gap. If not, we continue bullish. This okay. Let's see if we feel the fair value gap yet. Looks like we're going to feel the fair value gap first. Okay, all right, good. So we've expanded up to the other block. I would not really want to take an aggressive entry here because this is an uptrend, right? This is an uptrend. I would not want to take an aggressive buy because price might disgrace you. So all I want to see now is a confirmation for a sell. Okay, maybe price closing below this low as a good reaction from that area, from that other block. So all right, nice expansion to the downside. If we can now see a pullback to somewhere there, we can take the trade. Why are we waiting for a pullback? Because if we want to enter from here, our risk to reward ratio will be too bad. So we can just leave our entry there. If it taps us, good. If it doesn't taps us, not bad. We'll let it go. But if it comes back to that area, this we can have a good risk to ratio of 1 2 is 2 3 2.3 to target this fair value gap and then this low. All right. So if not, we'll let it drop to that entry because the risk to ratio is not good at all. Okay. Shit. I don't know if I would have entered. I think I would have had my buy limit still waiting. A buy limit would have, my sell limit would have still been waiting on that other block. Remember what I just explained that we don't have, let's hope that this guy taps us in. Doesn't look good. Okay. It's looking good now. Okay. No. This is not good. This is not good. It's like we're going to be leaving this other block untapped where our entry is at that point. I still don't think I would have trying to engage so early here. I don't know. But sometimes you're looking at price action and feel like, okay, I'm going to be pulling up to this area because when this candle was still bullish, it actually looked like it's going to tap us in, right? But with this rejection like this, this close, I don't think we are going to be coming up to that area again. And if I want to do something here because of the fear that price might really want to go without me, which you're not supposed to be having FOMO, you might be waiting to see now if price mitigates this other block and your stop loss can be slightly like that because this guy can still spike up like that with the other block before dropping. Regardless, let's just see what happens. Is for learning purposes only. Boom. We retested this one, and then here we are, the 50% of the fair value gap. I think it's good, 2.5 out of here. 2.5. Today we are only taking 2.5 trades. This one is 2.55. Okay, so I think this was good. Just flow with price and not being too stubborn. You could have taken the trade here and it kicks you out. It doesn't really matter, right? You could still take another one because you are good with your risk management. So we have taken 2 trades so far. Now I want to see how price reacts from this fair value gap. You can see that we have filled the daily fair value gap. We have filled the daily FVG. So I want to see the reaction of price now inside this key area. Okay, so let's see what happens. I really want to see a good displacement back to the upside from there. Price gives us that real confirmation. We're going to be looking for some longs from that fair value gap to target now the overall drawn liquidity in the upper direction. So we still dropped even deeper. It's like we had another block here that was not. Oh my god, my god, my god, my god. And I think I mentioned something like sometimes price will not pull back like that, and you will later on come back in the future and boom. That's crazy. It left my mind and price came back to it so clean, and then price just closed above this candle. Oh, we are going in on this one. I'll be holding it right up to this take profit here. So let's see how it goes. Good close above that area. So if we test that small zone, it can be taking a buy from here. That stops below that low and then target this high. Man, this is crazy. I wasn't looking at this other block anymore. I wasn't looking at this other block anymore. And price bounced up from it so nicely. And mind you, if we had give a buy limit from here as price expanded up, we had a buy limit here, this would have been when price would have mitigated it. So uh, that was really good. I didn't see that coming. Okay, so let's see if this guy mitigates us from there and the target is high. All right, we still have about 3 minutes to end this session. I think we have been tapped in. Okay. All right, nice expansion to the upside from the next candle. You can see how we reacted from this candle and we closed about the 50% of the fair value gap. That's a good reaction to get from there, and the 4-hour time frame gave us the CRT as well. This one, so we are going back to the upside now. Okay, let's see. Good. So price has hit our last target, and this one was 3.9. Guys, this trade is just making me happy. I didn't really think price will come back. The time I was explaining that maybe in the future, as you were waiting for every test, price did not come back. I did not know that price had intentions of coming back right down to this other block. So that was really crazy, and it went really far up because we took our buy directly from here, and price went really, really high, really high. Came back again. That's crazy. All right, we have hit our first target, which is this one. I think that should be it. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna have a second session for today. I just all the some stuffs I need to handle. So we're not going to have a second session for today. We have to sell from here, from this favor again, like that, just stuffs like that. Okay. I hope you guys learned something from this session. I think it was really an interesting session. Uh, is maybe interesting. Today is Friday, right? So tomorrow we're going to continue. Okay. All right. That will be it for today. You guys should take care and do have a nice day, right?